So I want to continue talking about not the Mac Lake fire, but the Little Mac Lake fire, which happened in 2012. Totally different outcome for a variety of different reasons. The Little Mac Lake fire started at 7 o'clock at night on April 25th of 2012 and was a fully involved crown fire pretty much right from the initial start. One of the major differences between 2012 and 1980 was the fuel breaks that we're standing in right now were in place. So as we responded to that crown fire, we knew we had something between the structures and the subdivision and the wildfire itself. And in fact, as the fire moved north and bumped into this subdivision, the crews were able to burn out the fuel breaks, which is pretty much a grass fuel model like you see here. Very manageable fire behavior. They had several hundred feet of black between them and the crown fire. They were able to safely stay in the subdivision. The fire bumped the fuel breaks and went out, and then moved to the north into undeveloped areas, and we were able to catch it with tractor plows just like you saw from the 1980 fire. So totally opposite outcome, very successful. The biggest thing was we had the fuel breaks to deal with that fire behavior. So after the 2012 Little Mac Lake fire, one of the things that happened was when you look at your maps, it left a small portion of about 30-year-old jack pine right next to the subdivision. The fire burned most of the fuel to the west of the subdivision, but it left that one pocket of 50 acres of jack pine, which was still a crown fire threat. So what the district did was propose a prescribed burn to burn off that 50 acres of jack pine and remove it for both two things. One, for a fuels reduction, but also hopefully that jack pine would regenerate and also be home to Kirtland's warbler, where we were also hoping that little block would be joined with the 800 acres of the Little Mac Lake fire and serve as a good habitat block for the Kirtland's warbler. So that's in fact what we did in 2014 on May 11th. We came out, not in the morning, but at 7 o'clock in the evening and burnt the fuel breaks around that 50-acre block of jack pine. The remainder of the block was surrounded by crown fire scar that was 2 years old. So all there was very light grass surrounding it, either from a quarter mile to almost a mile in depth. So very strong control features. Crown fire was initiated in that unit between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. And by 10 o'clock, the whole 50-acre unit was consumed, and no problems, no control issues. So very different from the challenges that our fire crews faced in 1980.